Hi everyone, for today's toys, we'll be looking at the Mustang Toys KO of the Gamerverse Figuarts unofficially Marvel vs. Capcom Cyclops. And as you can see, they decided to go with a plain brown box, so I was even surprised that I had ordered this one. I ordered like 2 months ago, and I guess it started shipping out, and I guess a lot of buyers were canceling it because that's an indication of sometimes sellers ship out the item, being ordered like 2 or 3 months ahead. So that means the demand went kind of down, so they much prefer to sell it than raise the price. But as you can see, these are all the accessories that the figure comes with, and let me take it out of the blister. And I don't have the official Cyclops to compare, but I do have the Gamerverse Wolverine. So as you can see, they're pretty much the same size. That's one of the main reasons I decided to skip the main figure. And this is what a Voyager Transformer. So he is kind of short. Some DVC Figuarts if you're into that. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons that I decided to skip the official one, was the size and the price. But if I didn't have the Marvel Legends one from like X-Men 97 and the VHS version, honestly I probably would have gotten the Figuarts version. But looking at this KO, I know I've seen some reviews about loose joints. I don't know if I was the lucky one, but all of my joints seem pretty solid. I see it does pass the physics test, so no loose joints. So I don't know if I lucked out, but as you can see on the paint, just look over here, it's not a great paint. And one thing too that I noticed, as you can see the plastic, I'm not a big fan of the blue that they use, because it looks like the plastic is already like fading, like especially from the sun or something like that. But it's a weird choice. So the bottom color that is darker blue, I think that's like they decided to do some shading, but they made it worse, so the patterns don't work. If because it doesn't follow any pattern, it just makes it look like that plastic is just fading because of like over time, or you left it out in the sun too much. So, and it doesn't even match like the head and the neck. As you can see, it's a darker blue on the head, so they should have used like a darker blue on the body as well. But I guess it was cheaper to just use the lighter blue. But just on the look on the figure, he's based on the anime appearance look of the game. So that's another thing that if you're not into anime look, this line may not be for you. But and here's a closer look at the back sculpt. Proportions are really well made. Honestly, if this would have been released like 8 years ago, I know that Marvel Legends collectors would have been on it, because I think what is it, Tamashi? They did a great job nailing the proportions, the look of it, not too bulky, not too lean figure. So it's I think we're in a great point where we have a lot of options on the figures. So as for accessory, as for articulation, he's on the standard, neck peg for Figuarts. So you get articulation on the head and on the neck. Giggity giggity. Butterfly joints, shoulder articulation. Kind of the shoulder reminds me like Rebel Tech joint, sort of, but done better. If anything, I think Rebel Tech should pay attention how this joint looks. It doesn't break the sculpt, whichever pose you put the figure in. Bicep articulation, double elbow articulation, wrist articulation, diaphragm articulation, waist rotation. I don't know if there's waist rotation at the bottom. It's It's not the best, but I think it's there. I don't want to break it, but I think it's there. You know, it has that diaper 2.0 hip joints that I'm not a big fan of, but over here it does make sense because he's literally wearing like an underwear on top of his uniform. Ankle articulation, and there's something weird. I'm not a big fan of this piece on the ankle. I don't know if it's supposed to, what is the meaning of it. On the official figure it gets stuck, and sometimes you're not able to get it underneath his uniform here for better poses. So yeah, I'm not sure what this piece here is. As you can see, the one sticking out. No, I'm not a fan of that. So right here, this little piece right here, yeah, it doesn't really add anything. I mean, the sculpt is already there. I don't know if Tamashi was trying to hide the articulation, but it wasn't needed. I mean, the articulation is there, and toe articulation. So overall, I mean, the figure feels better, you know, than the standard, let's say $20 KOs we are accustomed of seeing online. So it does come with 2 neck accessories, I guess, when he's looking up. I don't know, it looks weird. So let's see his visor, how well. Okay, so there it is. I mean, he's able to hold it up pretty well. Let's try one of the hands for the visor. So I mean, he's able to hold it pretty well. Let me see what's the difference between this head. I guess more like a angry. He's still green, but let's try and see. And I guess you remove the hairpiece. Okay, that's. Then you connect the hairpiece back, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh, see over here? And then they forgot to shave this off, this little piece. So let me try to. I was able to remove it with my fingernail. So now it should connect in place. Okay, so now you're also gonna fight and remove the neck peg from the actual head. It looks like it gets stuck to each head that you remove. So here's the other head. And this head is more like a serious look. And then the option that you have is also this visor, which is like giving his opponents a warning. They're about to be barbecued or something. So overall, I mean, if you're a photographer or like a customizer that likes to paint, this is a really easy paint job, so you don't have to worry about the joints. They're blue already, and I may even do an actual paint job of my own on this figure. So yeah, I think the price was around $40, $45, depending on, you know, the vendor or what time you got it. And I think the figure's not too bad, so hopefully the prices stay steady. So for $40, honestly, I'll say get it, especially if you're lucky like me that got a good joints. I mean, there's some, as you can see, some issues with the paint and whatnot. And some of the sculpt where they forgot to cut off all the loose extra plastic. So just be aware of that. But yeah, for $40, honestly, compared to the original, yeah, this is a great buy at the moment. We're just gonna have to see if the KO line continues or if there's like a better deal on the official figure. So the choice is yours at the moment. So the good thing is that you have options. But let me know if you have any questions. And once again, thank you for watching. Please like and share the video if you can.